You guys, there is nothing I enjoy more than watching a somber Fox News anchor like Laura Ingraham tell her brainwashed viewers that their daddy, Donald Trump, lost. Now, before I play you this video, I want to make it clear that Donald Trump still has yet to acknowledge that Biden won. In fact, he hasn't congratulated him, nor has he conceded, and even though he quote-unquote ordered Emily Murphy to sign off on the transition of power, he finished that tweet saying that he's still going to win the election. But Trump is becoming more irrelevant with every day that goes by. His tweets don't matter, nor do his words. So pour yourself a cup of MAGA tears and take a listen to this.
And as unpleasant and disappointing as these past 3 weeks have been to so many of us, as much as we wish things were different, this is where things stand tonight. Now, legal challenges continue in a number of states. Serious questions about vote counting, poll watcher access are outstanding. But unless the legal situation changes in a dramatic and frankly an unlikely manner, Joe Biden will be inaugurated on January 20th. To say this constitutes living in reality. And if I offered you a false reality, if I told you that there was an excellent, phenomenal chance that the Supreme Court was going to step in and deliver a victory to President Trump, I'd be lying to you.
So she basically is saying that Trump is not living in reality. And I think she realized she crossed a line and might have turned off a lot of viewers. So immediately after, she goes on the defense, squirming and trying to justify to her heartbroken audience why she turned her back on them.
Now, to say this does not mean I don't think that this election was rife with problems and potential fraud. And to say this does not constitute being a sellout to the conservative populist movement that I've been fighting for, I don't know, 25 years. And it does not mean that I disagree at all with the president's right and obligation to pursue all legitimate legal challenges to this outcome. Now, you've known me for a long time now, and you know me long enough to know that I will not lie to you or simply tell you what you want to hear.
Isn't it great watching these Fox News anchors trying to pander to MAGA while also trying to retain the Republican audience? I could watch this all day, and in fact, to try to comfort her viewers, she goes on to list Trump's accomplishments, all of which are either false, over-exaggerations, or have been dwarfed by Joe Biden and the former President Barack Obama. Take a listen to this.
And because of the hard work and talented people Trump brought into his administration during the pandemic, he kept our economy going after a brief shutdown. And with Operation Warp Speed, he marshaled the resources to end this scourge. So what he did from the time he was inaugurated through now, it worked, period. And nearly 74 million Americans, the largest number to ever turn out for a Republican president, they voted for him. A more diverse coalition than most of us ever thought would happen. This is all because of President Trump. Ditto for the Republican gains in state houses across America. Now today we see that Biden, what is he doing? Well, he's picking mostly bland retreads to his cabinet. John Kerry will be Mr. Climate Change.
Laura, first of all, we are at a record unemployment rate because of Donald Trump. And are you really congratulating him on his handling of coronavirus after we've surpassed 250,000 deaths? And lastly, calling Biden's cabinet picks bland proves to everyone exactly why the Republican Party has become a joke. The person you pick to spearhead combating climate change isn't supposed to be entertaining. I know you're used to the Donald Trump reality show where he picked incompetent, inexperienced hacks like Ben Carson, whose biggest accomplishment in Trump's cabinet was buying furniture for the White House. But I will not play your games, Laura. You guys like to talk about Joe Biden's ratings, but a president was never supposed to care about ratings, or the size of the crowds that he draws. And just one final note to you, Laura, and Donald Trump. The stock market that you were boasting about, and the one that Trump held a 45-second press conference to wildly take credit for, and then immediately leaving without answering any reporters' questions for the 17th day in a row. Well, the Dow hitting an all-time high comes off the heels of the GSA Emily Murphy signing the transition papers. She signed them when the market closed, and the very next day, it hits the high. So that stock market high credit belongs to President Joe Biden. You guys, so long as Fox News continues to spew propaganda and misinformation, I will be right here to call them out on their never-ending stream of BS. So make sure you subscribe for daily videos, and I will continue to uncover the truth.